In this video you will learn why is it important to have a risk management strategy, what are the key principles of risk management, words of wisdom. After completing 3 projects successfully, the behavior of a project manager cannot be normal. A risk management strategy specifies how the project team will assess and minimize possible project risks. The success of a project depends on how well it is planned and managed. Practicing project management and applying time-tested mitigation measures may be beneficial. Even highly developed projects, however, will contain risks. The greatest strategy to avoid project risks is to confront them straight on. Proactively preparing for these unknown occurrences with the assistance of a risk management strategy will assist you in steering your project team towards calm seas rather than being caught in the thick of an unanticipated storm. You may have experienced the effects of unforeseen risks on previous projects if you have never built a risk management strategy. Why is it important to have a risk management strategy? Project and operational risks are typical in most firms, but developing risk management methods and procedures is crucial to determining your company's SWOT analysis. The advantages of efficiently managing risks are many. Continuity of business and operational effectiveness. Regardless of how well prepared your company is, operational risks may arise at any moment and from sources you weren't previously aware of. A new cybersecurity attack, an equipment failure, or a service provider, supplier who is no longer able to support your business are all examples of risks. Given the many moving pieces in both a business and with all the moving pieces inside and outside of a business that might have an influence, having a defined risk management process and strategy in place that enables you to verify internal controls that exist to safeguard from fraud or manage other forms of risk as they occur is critical. Asset protection for your business. Protecting your company's assets, whether physical equipment, information, supplies, etc., is critical. According to a recent IBM analysis, data breaches exposed over 8.5 billion records between April 2019 to 2020. The mean cost of a gigantic data breach is $3,860,000. During the period of 1 year ending in April 2020, 80% of thefts included personally identifiable information about customers. As a result, having a robust and practical risk management plan is critical from the standpoint of business insurance, satisfaction and loyalty of customers. Your company's brand, logo, digital presence, and image are all assets that your consumers like seeing and dealing with on a regular basis. Customers can retain a feeling of security and trust in the reputation of your brand when your company has a thoughtful and established risk management strategy and follows through on it. By securing these assets, your risk policies and procedures help you secure your brand and image. It also assures that clients have trust in your capacity to show up and deliver the items and services you've promised. As a consequence, consumer happiness and loyalty are greater, achieving objectives and experiencing benefits. The ability to manage risks effectively is critical to completing projects on schedule and achieving the desired objectives. Risk management identification, evaluation, and management procedures disclose risks more quickly and enable your organization to eliminate projects and activities which clearly do not deliver a return on investment. This raises the likelihood of meeting your projected project portfolio and overall company performance goals and enjoying the anticipated rewards. Enhanced profitability. Most firms are concerned about being profitable. When an event like a breach happens, it often has a significant financial effect, and it normally entails many hours of work in collaboration with legal and insurance teams to undertake extensive investigations. Managing market risks, credit risks, operational risks, reputational risks, etc. is critical to your company's financial success. Key principles of risk management. Make certain that risks are caught early on. This is perhaps the most crucial risk management principle. Make sure you're one step ahead by doing the risk assessment prior to the beginning of the project. Determine the source of possible risk and devise preventive and reaction actions if it occurs. Risk must be quantified when it has been recognized and sourced. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. On my website, projectmanagerik.com, you can get the free templates for your project management needs as well as training based on my 544-page book Project Management for Managers, Program and Project Portfolio Management in Banking. Please see the details below in the description. Consider organizational goals and objectives. Check that your risk management strategy aligns with the broader aims and objectives of your organization. If a certain risk you've identified materializes, how will it affect the organization financially and reputationally? Each organization will have various intended objectives and goals which should be included in the risk management strategy. The risk strategy must be aligned with the organization's overall aims and culture. Managing risk in context. Context is critical when analyzing project risk, since each organization has a distinct risk tolerance threshold. Various elements will have varying effects on organizations and industries. One organization, for example, may be more sensitive to legal issues, whilst another might have to analyze its social consequences more carefully. Furthermore, each company communicates risk in a unique way with its own corporate culture as well as risk management strategy. When preparing for risk, the risk management strategy should include both external and internal environments. Collaborate with stakeholders. When risk planning, it is critical to draw on the experience of people who will be participating in the project, such as contractors and team members, as well as professionals inside your organization who can give risk planning guidance. Stakeholders should be included in decision-making in all stages of the risk management process. You will find and get insights into possible risks you might overlook by including stakeholders in your risk planning. Ensure that duties and roles are clearly defined. Although the risk management strategy may be controlled by a single person, which could either be the project manager or the change manager, it must be implemented in a transparent and visible manner. Everyone should understand their role in risk mitigation, and duties should be defined and included through each step of risk management. Allow other perspectives to be aired and stimulate inquiries and debate. The greater the number of participants, the more risk may be handled creatively and efficiently. Every team member must be dynamic, adaptable, and responsive. Everyone should be able to cope with risk on their own terms. Establish a risk review cycle. Once you've defined the risks and developed a strategy for risk management, it's critical not to set and forget. All risks must be assessed at each stage of the process, and any remedies or preventive actions should be done as required. You should keep everyone up to date on the project through reporting on risks and reporting any adjustments to stakeholders on time. By reporting regularly during the project, you can intervene and resolve any issues that occur before they become a problem. Seek constant improvement. After completing a project, evaluate how the risk management strategy performed and if there was potential for improvement. Always seek to improve how you handle risk and use what you've learned in your future projects. Click on the video card on the right to understand risk management basics. If you like this content, please like and subscribe. On my website, projectmanagerik.com, you can get the free templates for your project management needs, as well as training based on my 544-page book Project Management for Managers. Program and project portfolio management in banking translated into 12 languages and counting. Please see the details below in the description and where to buy my book and what is the best program and project management software.